everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today I will be reviewing the latest release from Anderson Valley. This right here is their Blood Orange Gose. That's right, they have come out with a Blood Orange Gose. Now I've had their other Gose, and that is a really tasty beer, so I'm really looking forward to this one. I went to my bottle shop this weekend, and the owner pulled this out for me. He said they had just gotten it in. I had never even heard of it, but it sounded tasty as hell. So, of course, I grabbed a couple of cans, and I was looking online. I didn't really see too much information out about this one. So, it's a super fresh can. It is a brand new release from these guys. Really looking forward to it. So, it is their Gose base beer, and they throw a shitload of blood oranges into it. Not exactly their words, mine, but, you know, whatever. So, yeah, really cool stuff. Definitely looking forward to getting into this one with you guys. So, let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh my god, that is just a huge citrus blast right up front. Definitely getting those blood oranges. This really nice, juicy kind of orange note. Definitely a ton of this kind of sweet tangerine, too. Oh, wow. Almost a touch of like a really bitter kind of grapefruit peel. Definitely a little bit of this lemon type of note. It's kind of got this little like lemon herbal type of note going on. Definitely has a little bit of tartness, kind of an acidity about it. Definitely got a little bit of salinity from the salt. It kind of smells like a slightly kind of briny or like, you know, seawater type of smell. I'm definitely getting a touch of that wheat base too. Like it's kind of got that wheat kind of grainy note in there. But man, this really highlights the blood orange so far. Yeah, this smells amazing. Let's go ahead and take our first sip. Oh, wow. Wow. So right up front, definitely a big sour punch immediately. It's got this really kind of big, lemony, kind of citric, acidic type of note in there for sure. Wow. It's definitely kind of puckering up front. Alright, on the second sip, I'm definitely getting more of the flavor after my palate is kind of adjusted to that shock, so it's really tart. It's got this like super lemon type of tart note. Got a lot of that citrus up front too, so I'm talking that big kind of orange peel, definitely a really bitter kind of grapefruit note, and definitely a lot of tangerine. It's kind of like this, you know, bittersweet tangerine type of note. It almost kind of tastes fleshy too. It's really strong. I'm digging that a lot. About mid-palate is when the salt hits for me. It's got this really nice kind of salinity that just kind of cuts through some of those sour and tart notes. There's also a little bit of that kind of wheat taste in the background. It's kind of that grainy, earthy type of quality in there. Wow. Yeah, this is really good. It's just citrus on top of citrus on top of citrus. It's got that really kind of tart, you know, sour type of quality. If you like a sour beer, I think this is one that you'd really enjoy. Of course, for the style, it's got a light body. It's got a very crisp, clean type of taste. It really dries out on the back end too. I mean, it makes you want to come back for another sip because it's pretty dry, but I really like that. And again, it's got a nice salty quality. It's not over the top salty, you know, to where it's like you're making you really thirsty or anything, but it just has that really nice salt quality that kind of mixes in with the really tart citrus notes as well. And again, I'm getting a little bit of that kind of wheat, kind of grain type of note, but this is really refreshing. I hope they bring it out again because this would be perfect for the summertime. Because it's pretty cold in Ohio right now. This is still awesome. Like, if this was available in the summer, though, I would buy 6-pack after 6-pack after 6-pack because this is something you could definitely have a couple. Now, depending on how much you like sour beers, maybe not something you could drink a lot of in one sitting, but yeah, this is great, and with a low ABV, you could definitely crush a couple of these. So, as far as a rating, guys, I'm going with an 8.8 out of 10. I'm really impressed. I love the big grapefruit, orange peel, tangerine type of notes. That really citric lemon note in there is awesome. The nice balance between the salt and that kind of wheat note in there is also really nice. It's just clean, it's refreshing, it's tasty. It's one of the most flavorful, lower ABV beers I've ever had, and this is a good beer to try, so go out and seek it. Alright guys, that does for this beer review. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.